Hi, I'm Bridget from Crosby's and welcome to my kitchen where I make easy everyday food. Today I'm going to show you how to make a very simple and versatile molasses sauce that is a great way to spruce up all of your fall vegetables. It has just 5 ingredients. We're going to start with 1/4 cup of butter and add to that 2 tablespoons of cider vinegar. And I use a good unpasteurized cider vinegar because it has lots more flavor, I find. And we're going to have 1/4 cup of fancy molasses. Into this, I'm going to add a good pinch of salt and lots of freshly ground black pepper. We're going to put this on the stove over medium heat and let it stir until the butter melts. And then we're going to simmer it for about 5 minutes. And while the sauce is cooking or simmering away, I am going to prep the acorn squash. Now you could use butternut squash for this and you could use buttercup squash. But acorn squash, there are a couple of ways that you can cut it that it looks extra pretty on the plate. Now, because I'm cooking the squash with the skin on, I have given this squash a good scrub. And I'm going to start with a very sharp knife and my fingers out of the way by cutting the ends off the squash. Takes lots of arm strength. Okay. The slices that I'm cutting are 3/4 of an inch to 1 inch thick. For the rest of it, I'm going to do it the easy way, just cutting it in half. We use a big spoon to scoop out the seeds. So to cut the rest of the squash, again, keeping my fingers out of the way. And these half rings are still pretty. Now that we have our squash all cut, it's ready to bake. We're going to arrange it on a parchment lined baking sheet that has been drizzled with a little bit of olive oil. As you can see, we have kind of our half moons. But we have those beautiful circles. Doesn't matter how you arrange them. And from here, we're just going to brush our simmered sauce on top of the squash slices. We'll put them in the oven at 350 for about 15 minutes. Then we're going to flip them, brush them with a little bit more sauce, and cook them until they're done. Our squash is ready. It cooked for about 30 minutes, but to be able to tell if your squash is done, it should be fork tender. If you'd like, you can brush the squash with additional sauce before you put it on the plates. And the recipe for sauce that we shared should be enough for 2 full acorn or butternut squash.